Hold on, I want to make sure that it's going too on YouTube.
Oh man, we're on the Wi-Fi here, dude. Hope
Okay,
It's better than our
always.
house.
It,
it's better than whose
all right.
house?
Hey, you guys are live.
Oh, we're live. Yeah, notification that we're live.
You're live.
Yes, we're live.
All right. Well, welcome to Dynamics Corner Podcast, your go-to resource for all things Dynamics 365. I'm your host, Chris.
And this is Brad. This episode was recorded live on May 23rd, 2023. Kristen, both of you together live from DynamicsCon in Scottsdale, Arizona. Day one recap. Last night was the opening celebration. How did that go?
The reception.
Man.
Whoa,
Yeah,
what's going on over there?
If you don't mind. You can close that out.
What's this?
This is service right here, Brad. Look at this.
What?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm sitting here and you guys are over there drinking margaritas.
Oh, that's so good. That is
What
so
type of
good.
margarita is it?
Ooh, that's just
Woo.
an original margarita with tahini. Ooh, so good.
Must be great after a long day of sessions at DynamicsCon
And
live
this
in
weather is
Scottsdale.
perfect, man.
I know. Rub it in a little bit more. I'm jealous of the two of you and everybody else there because I wish that I was there. How was the partner celebration last night, Kristen?
Chris, you weren't there, unfortunately.
I
You were
know.
traveling, but it was super hot. And sponsors of the session, but the reception did an amazing job. There were at least 3 bars that I counted, a dance floor
Whoa.
with like a disco, face painting. They were also
Did you get your face
painting
painted?
shirts. I did not get face painted.
Why?
You know, I was already melting because I was super hot. I did not want to put anything on my face that was gonna like start
I
like
got it.
dripping down my face. But I would say a good majority of the attendees that were at least here were there last night. It was in elbow to elbow. They had a photo booth, so I got a couple of photos here. I'll have to send you copies
Oh,
of
that's
these.
awesome.
Oh, definitely send them to me.
They
Oh, I like
were-
photo booths.
There were even black and whites that you could get. So
It
that
looks
was
like
fun.
looks like a lot of shenanigans were going on at that place last night.
No. I mean, people were just getting loose. You know, I think by the end of it, it was only like 2 hours.
Was it 2
Oh,
hours?
okay.
Like
I was
2
going
hours.
to say we had the opportunity to speak with you a few episodes ago about your survival guide. Are you
Mhm.
adhering to your guide, or did you forget all about it?
I wish I could lift up my leg and show you my shoes. I need different shoes today. I'm in like these heel
They look
type
painful.
boots.
They look painful. Oh, so I'm sorry to have missed it, Chris. I know you were fortunate enough to get down there. Travel delays, you missed that, but you both were able to attend day one of the DynamicsCon live sessions.
Mhm.
Give me a recap.
You know, I will say, if nobody know, I mean, probably nobody knows about the story behind how I ended up here. So, I think Kristen posted, and I think when you posted that, I was like, I had to go at that point.
Oh,
'Cause
peer pressure.
it was
Like I
the
made
peer
an
pressure.
announcement.
You made
that
an
he was
announcement.
coming.
It's on LinkedIn. You tagged me. Everybody saw it. I'm like, okay, I now really got to go. So, got the flight. Unfortunately, I got the later flight. Got here about 7:20. I didn't know where everyone was at the time, so I ended up sticking in Phoenix. But I got here pretty early to get breakfast, and got to see your session first time, and it was
Well,
packed.
Yeah.
you are a first timer, and it's good to have a little spontaneous trip like that. I commend you, and I am envious, as I had stated. But I'll go back to my favorite. How was the food for breakfast?
How's the breakfast?
The food.
Um,
I don't care about the sessions yet. I want to know about the food.
You know,
English McMuffin.
Yeah.
McMuffin.
but with like an egg and like a sausage, and it was okay.
Yeah, it was all
It's
right.
okay.
Lunch was better. Lunch they had like coleslaw, and it wasn't like burgers. Like I think the
Turkey, beef, and then they had Impossible meat,
they had bacon.
Oh,
and they had bacon.
Yeah,
so
it was good.
so lunch was much better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Good, good,
You just
good,
said.
good. So
Like I'm not a coffee drinker. Notice this type of stuff. Someone said that they long in normal is they'll have coffee in the morning, right? And I think that's
I didn't know you didn't drink coffee.
Coffee.
No, coffee all day is good. So the food improved throughout the day. Now, no, I was that way at one point in my life too, but I made the jump and now I'm hooked. So I think you can do it too. It's okay. Come over to the coffee side. There's many people that are into coffee. So how were the sessions? Kristen, you had one of the opening sessions on the new attendees, your first time attendees to DynamicsCon, where people could go to learn about what to expect at the conference. We spoke about probably getting a mentor as well too. How was that session? And do you know how many people are there? Did they announce how many people have signed up and are in attendance?
so the opening session was in the keynote, and we were in the keynote room kind of before that. So the way it was structured, 8:00 was the first timers in that big keynote room. It was during breakfast. So even though it was not there, because it was kind of during breakfast, like the room was packed.
It was
And
packed.
it was,
Yeah, it was packed.
I think almost everybody was there.
I was sitting at the very corner, and even then, I can in the very corner. I was lucky enough for Steve Endow. It was very nice to say, "Hey, we got a table." So I ended up getting a table, pretty much standing room in the back.
But that's a smart way to plan a conference. You put the food where the session is, and people will come.
Absolutely. And even though people were eating and maybe not really interested, because the room was quiet, like everybody was engaged, they were excited. I was hosting it with Bob, who is very well known within the community, and he kind of just owns the room, right? Like his voice is just this podcast type, almost like yours, Brad. And we just kind of went back and forth, and it worked. I mean, we were up maybe 15 minutes, and gave away a bag from one of the first DynamicsCon live events. We gave away one of those backpacks and gave it to the person who was traveled the furthest. And we had someone from Australia and someone from Nigeria.
28 hours to go to this conference. I hope that person's spending time there for vacation as well. That's quite a trip.
Worth it.
It's worth
I mean,
it.
based
Yeah.
on the set into today and the fact that it's totally worth it. These usually are conference this time around.
That's great. So, did you get a number of attendees? Did they publicize that yet? I don't know if you heard me ask that or not, or if you stated it. I can't stand you drinking that
Last I
margarita in my face.
Because you made that
I'm
comment.
jealous of you all.
Cheers.
I'm jealous of you all.
So last I heard, there were around 620, but I mean, final numbers, I don't think we're probably going to know until more like where it's kind of
625 attendees. That's pretty good for a conference. Even more so for a conference that's relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
They had the virtual conference, and yes, that's
Next
pretty
year,
good to have. Next year, I
now-
saw the announcement. Can I say where it is next year? I did see an
Absolutely.
announcement. So
Do it.
So with it being in Denver next year, I am making sure that I attend, and I think we should not front load the time off. We should pick it up on the tail end. So after the conference is over, we can have some fun, because I do want to go jeeping and tour the Denver area. And the weather should be good. I know it's hit or miss out there, but the weather should be good this time of year, which is
It's
nice.
not really going to snow in mid-May, but in the mountains, I mean, it could.
Listen, stranger things have happened. You know, you put all of us together, you never know what will happen with the weather. Next thing you know, we'll start having typhoons and all these other floods coming from the Pacific Ocean all the way into Colorado. So how were the sessions that you attended? You mentioned that you had attended some great sessions. Give me a rundown of the sessions that you guys attended today. If you can remember, as you're drinking these margaritas in my face, I'm telling you.
I can remember the title, but Amanda did one, and I joined that, and it was packed. We had to stand out in the back to be in it. So you had several sessions. I went to Eric session tomorrow too.
Yep.
There's several. I mean, there's a step in a way. So I don't know, your position that you're not missing much. You know, you don't have to worry picking over something else that you may miss. Right? It's almost like that. It's very different than what you normally would see, Brad, from other conferences.
Yeah, I think one of the big things with the DynamicsCon Live is that it still feels small and intimate in a way. Yeah. Some of the tracks, like, has 2 sessions running at a time. Dynamics GP, different. There's only one running for the majority of the conference. So as the conference grows, and especially next year, I'm just kind of taking a stab. Probably going to be looking at close to 800 people next year. If I was,
wow.
Just kind of, there's over 350 new attendees this year alone. That's almost half of the total attendance.
Wow.
That's great. That's a lot of people, and that is a great attendance for a new conference. And I hope to have a good place in Denver. And Chris, we need to get our reservations in early.
I know. I'm actually start scoping out places to go as well. So it's like a 13th through the 16th next year?
It is May 13th through the 16th at the Marriott Denver Tech Center. And if you're going to get the lowest rate possible for registration. So go early bird. Yep.
So after your day one of the 2023 DynamicsCon Live, you're already recommending you sign up now for the 2024 because it will get much better than it is now, and things are going well for you.
Absolutely.
What is on the agenda for tonight?
I'm going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have any? Do you know of any activities or scheduled activities for the evening?
So tonight is really the free night. Tomorrow there's another reception. There is a partner party tonight. Stone Ridge is putting on a party, and everybody's invited. I've heard. I've not personally been invited, so
I haven't either.
We're gonna party.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely crash the party. That's something.
I don't know where it is, so we're gonna have to find out. Yeah.
Oh, so you're crashing a party, you don't know where it is.
Oh, we'll find out.
I'm sure you'll find out. With all of those people there, 600 plus, somebody will tell you. I'm certain. Or you just follow the crowd. Like you just, you just jump in the line, and hopefully they're going to the right place and not going to someplace different. But I'm assuming, and I'm sure that both of you know plenty of people who have the in on where the party's going to be.
Possibly.
So
yeah, restaurants here too. I mean, if you want to just do your own thing, nice. I mean, we're out sitting out here. I'm sure it's part of the restaurant. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's good. Well, obviously, you're having a drink delivered to you while we're talking on a podcast. Who does that?
And
so what is up?
So
it did taste really good though.
It probably tastes much better knowing that I don't have anything besides water in front of me. So
it is much more satisfying.
I think so. I'd double fist. I'd have 2 in my hands, and cheers. I'll have my glass of water.
The pool is right there, right in front of us, Brad. You could have if you came, you'd be sitting right there.
Listen, if my schedule was a little bit different, I'd be there right there with you. We'd be doing a live together from the pool. Yeah. So that's what we do. So what is on the agenda for tomorrow?
More sessions. I don't think I actually have any real commitments myself tomorrow. tip. Remember one of the tips that I said, if you're a first time attendee or just like an end user, come with a list of questions.
Yes.
So prior to us jumping on this, I spent 2 hours at the Ask the Experts table. And this gal, and I remember her from last year, she asked me a ton of questions last year, but she comes up and she pulls out this printed sheet of paper with like 20 questions on it. And we just started hitting them all. So tomorrow, I mean, about it, as many people as I possibly can, but I don't have any like special commitments.
Okay.
I have a couple sessions that I obviously want to go to. I'm sure the same with you, Chris.
Yeah.
A couple sessions, but nothing that really stands out. I mean, I think.
But I'll mosey around, man.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
mosey
no,
around.
it's
Cruise.
we talked about another tip on there. We tried to send somebody over to do Stump the Expert. It sounds like it didn't work because we had the printed questions out there. Maybe next time I'll send more complicated questions to my plant to go over and stump you, but we'll see how that goes. Well, how is the networking? One of the things we spoke about on the previous podcast about the tips for surviving a conference, one of the things we talked about was networking. What is the vibe for networking, the availability, the ease of being able to communicate with people that you may not know?
Ooh.
Well, I think the Brella app. I've been contacted by 3 different people, like
Yeah.
within the message, and we've already like, met in person today. And then, as far as networking goes, I'm not carrying business cards this year, so
Because you have your link tree.
Yeah.
I
There
have
you
it,
go, the link tree.
and I probably have about 8 I need to go and process of
Nice.
people. So I would say networking this year is insane over any other year.
I do love the app that they're using because it allows you to see that. I mean, it's super friendly, super user friendly. I wish maybe hopefully something that they can take out of this one to other future, conferences. But it's really cool. I mean, I scan a badge, download the app, and kind of set my profile, and people can find you, scan your card. It all just works perfect.
Oh, that's great. Did you bring your NFC card, Chris?
I rushed that. I don't know. I probably have it. I'll have to check.
Kristen, we have to help him prepare. He needs to have the stuff. It's almost like when you're about to have a baby, you have your go bag. It's packed with all the stuff when you give him birth. We need to teach Chris that you're doing these impromptu trips. You need to have a go bag.
Yeah, you should have. Let me see this thing.
I'll set you one.
You should definitely have a go-to bag. But I'm just surprised he's here, and that made it. He looks decent. He's got clean clothes, so he didn't have to go dig through the
I did
dirty
get a
clothes.
haircut though.
He is wearing a hat. He might be the only one wearing a hat here. But that's it. I mean, he's not here representing his business, his company that he works for, per se. He's here representing himself. He's here representing this podcast. So this is the Chris we know and love.
just candid. I'm gonna set her up with the NFC card today.
No, that's good. I want to see her in action.
Oh,
You need to
geez.
maybe record it and see. So tomorrow, and then the conference ends on Thursday. So there's another event tomorrow night, and then the conference ends on Thursday, half day. So you have 2 more days of this. Anxious to hear about how the event goes tomorrow, as well as what you all do down there tonight on this free night. I don't know if there's such a thing as a free night, but I'm sure you will be filled with lots of opportunities to have some fun. If I know what it's like there. If not, you guys can just go to bed early.
Go find some scooters.
Oh, that would be
Dude,
awesome.
let's go scoot
We
all
can find
night.
some scooters out here.
There's tons of
I
scooters.
did see some pictures of scooters that somebody had posted, and they did reference the scoot. You have to do that.
Yeah, Hendrik posted up night. He's like, "Is the scoot crew gonna show up?" So maybe we'll do that. I don't have dinner plans. I'm willing to be low key and then go crash the park. Take these scooters down Old Scale,
Old Scottsdale's
where
down
all
the
the
street.
where all the restaurants are, and we could.
I heard it's like nothing against Scottsdale in this area, but it's like bougie area apparently. That's what I've been told.
Ooh, I don't think you're gonna make
So,
it in your outfit. I'm
yeah.
gonna keep my dress on.
I don't think he'll make it either. So you have to stay away from there and go to a different area. I wish that I could follow you all night as you scoot along, but you both would need to send pictures or post pictures so that we can follow what your scoot adventures.
You guys need to invest in a GoPro, and then
Oh,
you could just
yeah.
videotape it and like edit it in.
Trap it in my chest or in my head.
Heck yeah, business
That's
expense,
good.
right?
Dude, we should do
I
that.
have a lot of, I have the drones, I have the portable cameras. I do need to bring them. And Mr. Steve Endow's on the chat. He sent you a message, Chris. I can't write back, but you should say hi back to Steve. He said, yo.
We gotta. Let me take a photo of your thing.
My
What are you
what?
taking a photo of?
QR code.
Okay, hold on.
What are you taking a photo of?
I'm gonna set up an NFC card.
Oh, so now we're doing an NFC. Why are we doing an NFC card now? Oh, there you go. For her link
He
tree.
doesn't want me like showing people my phone. You know, so many people are like, "You have Stitch in your phone case," and I'm like, "Yes, Ed, come here and be on the pod. Come here, right here in the middle of us.
Who are we podcasting to?
This is Brad. This is Dynamic.
Hi, Brad.
And this is Ed. He is
Hey.
a fellow Microsoft MVP as well.
Yes,
Hey, Ed, how are you doing? How are you enjoying the conference?
I'm having a great time.
Is this your first time attending the conference?
Yes, yes.
I have to ask you what I ask everybody. How was the food? It's the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
Then we'll
right?
talk about the sessions.
I would say the food is good. I mean,
Okay, that's
on
good.
on a scale of like Taco Bell to what's on the other side of the spectrum?
Oh
Not
gosh.
Taco Bell.
No,
like
Taco Bell.
Michelin. And I'm not saying Taco Bell's bad, but I'd say it's middle between those
So
two.
if you're going from Taco Bell up to like Louis
Porterhouse.
Bossy or Smith and Walensky, something that people would probably know, you're putting it right at maybe an Applebee's, or are we talking Chili's? Are we talking what are we talking?
We're at least in claim jumper territory.
Oh, claim jumper.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Claim. Oh, it's a good place.
Is that a restaurant?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
It's better
Never
than
heard of it.
Applebee's, but not quite.
So we had to throw the Applebee's in there. So how are you enjoying the sessions, and which sessions are you attending? You there for which product? Business Central?
No, Dynamics and Power Platform. So
And
that's
so you're there for
that's
Power
my-
Platform. And how are you finding the sessions?
I'm having a really good time. I presented at 1:00 today on Power Automate, and then went to some sessions on licensing and some chasing me.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh,
the
licensing.
only
Yeah,
guy
maybe
without
are you the
hardware.
licensing expert now that we can all go to? Because
Absolutely not me. Some kids from SHI were presenting on licensing. And so,
yeah, that's.
yeah.
I think you need a whole army to present on licensing, because that's one thing that I think you need one person per license to know everything about it. So all the different types that they have. Well,
definitely
that's
not
great, Ed. I'm
hard now.
glad you're having a good time. I'm glad you're there at the conference. Unfortunately, I'm not there, so I'm living vicariously through everybody there. I hope you had a face painting session last night and you painted a shirt while you were
We're
out
supposed
on the
to do my
dance floor.
Yeah. No.
Face painting like area where you could get your face painted on black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Later.
I was,
Yeah.
well, Ed, thank you for jumping on with us. We're doing a day one recap. We look for those two tomorrow. We'll probably have a day two recap. You can tell us about your day, about your sessions, what you thought of the food, and also what you did tonight. I'm looking to know
Yeah,
what people are doing for the evening after the sessions too.
All right.
The
Surprise.
content is amazing. Say again?
All right.
Surprise guest.
Nice seeing everybody.
All right, see you later. It's nice meeting you, Ed.
Oh.
That was great. That was great. Pull some other people in there now.
Frank, you wanna come be on a live podcast and say hi? All right.
There you
What do
go.
you say? No.
No, we got
Oh.
from Fast Pass here.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Frank. How are you doing?
How?
How are you enjoying the conference?
It's good. It's a bit warm, but that's okay. It's better
That's
than
yes.
snow.
I'm not a fan of the heat either, but
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
jealous of
great.
you there in the warmth.
A lot of love in the community, a lot of good knowledge being shared, and just great together again.
That's great. Is this your first time attending?
Oh, no, I'm like Kristen, I'm on the advisory board, programming committee.
Mhm.
Been
Oh.
doing this thing since 2002.
Oh, great. So you did not have to attend Kristen's first timer session because you could have taught that yourself.
See her and Bob on stage. You did awesome, because Bob loves a microphone.
Yes, he was. Bob is good.
Yeah, you did
I
awesome.
heard they did a good job. Really good
job.
What was your favorite part of day one, other than Kristen's session?
Actually, probably just the communication, the hot chatter, network chatter, as we say. A lot of good discussions going on. Content's good, but I think that people pairing off and talking to small groups, sharing stories and solutions together after sessions is really the powerful piece.
No, I do believe that the networking part is a big part of a conference.
Yep.
I almost wonder if they should have a networking track where people can go through, and even in the session have some icebreakers where individuals can meet each other and learn a little bit more about each other, because the conferences usually are packed with information.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
we did a
don't
good
always
round
get.
table off the F&O track, and that was quite helpful. Just open discussion.
Oh, that's good.
Stole the ideas, I think, from the BC folks last time, the CE folks. So yeah, it was.
That's great. Well, Frank, thanks for popping in and saying hello.
This is awesome.
Yes,
This is
you can
awesome.
always take a look at
Surprise
this.
guest.
Yeah. No.
We like to surprise guests. Be sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast. We have a lot of content and a lot of members of the community that we like to speak with to get their viewpoints.
Yeah, cool. Oh, you guys are enjoying cocktails too. That's
Yes.
better. Margaritas with
Yes.
red salt. Nice. All right, I appreciate it, Brad.
Thank
All
you.
right, have a nice day. And they have happy hour. I don't, so it just hurts me even more. And if somebody walks over with another drink, I'll even be a little more sad. So
They're almost gone
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So I think you know.
I think it's time to let you go off and to get your next drink.
Yeah. I think the last session is probably happening
Right now?
Right now. So in about an hour, everybody's going to be coming out and
Let loose?
let loose. And well, we've already got one down.
Yeah, well, I think you should, pregame, as they say, catch up before everybody comes out. Then you'll be ahead of them.
That's a great idea.
This is awesome.
Tomorrow, same
We'll
time,
do tomorrow,
same place?
same time?
Tomorrow, same time, same channel.
Perfect timing.
And maybe I would also, maybe we can catch up in the morning before you guys start. We can do it like a pre and a post if it works out. If not, definitely the same time tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Cool. Well,
All right,
Brad, good
thank you
seeing
both.
She's gonna be a regular.
I think you should be, Kristen. How do you feel about coming on regularly?
Sure. Let's do it.
Perfect. We'll have the contract sent over to you. It can be reviewed. They can be signed. No, just kidding. But I thank you both. I appreciate you taking the time from the busy conference to rub it in my face that I'm not there.
We'll take photos. We'll send it out. We'll tag you in a Twitter post. All that.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Later,
Stay
Brad.
out of trouble, both of you.